Alright guys, now we'll go over MLGO. MLGO. So this is another one we were looking at. It is currently at 453, so it is down a little bit. From the other day. Let's see what time frame am I in. Yeah, we'll go to the 4 hour real quick. Yeah, let's see what we're working with. There we go. Yeah. So on this in particular one, I'm trying to remember MLGO, micro algo. Awesome. So let's see here. On this one, we're currently looking at the day range is at $4 to $4.79. Well, we already see that it's at $4.53. Pre-market was $4.25, so it has went up a little bit, but not really. And then the 4.53. So the 52-week low is 37 cents. High is 15.60. 4.79 is what we're really wanting. Will we get that? Probably not without some news. Looks like there was some news dropped a couple of days ago on MLGO. So let's see what they're saying here. A deep clustering algorithm based on multi-level feature fusion. Well, I heard the word algorithm. So we know that they're already trying to get ahead of the game as well. And that's the thing about these companies. You know, in the next few years, these companies are going to blow up. Especially after they get the interaction, with customers, like us. As soon as they get that interaction with us using the products and, hey, this is wrong, this was it, do this, they're going to be able to fix those things and implement that real time strategy, real time environment that their products go out into and test by people. Feedback. They're going to get that live feedback. It's definitely an interesting company. Let's see here. What else was it we saw earlier on MLGO? A couple months ago announced. Oh yeah, here we go. So, Micro Algo announced Bitcoin trading prediction algorithm based on machine learning and technical indicators. Now, guys, this is huge stuff right here because the machine learning is really the beginning of those indicators being actual AI bots. They're beta testing this stuff right now. You think about it. If you get on, let's see here. Let me think for a minute. Okay, so like on Microsoft, where they started using ChatGPT on Yahoo, or where they started using ChatGPT on Google, just in your search bar. So now, even in my search bar, if I search it in my Google account or my Google platform, it's still the AI looks at it just the same. Let's see here, I believe. So why are roses red? So as you can see, the first thing it gives me is the AI overview different options from the AI. Chemistry views, Cora. So now it's also telling me all the indications of where I can go and do my research at to find said roses and why the color is red. So I mean, AI's in everything, and this is just like I said, this is just the beginning. But you're talking about the biggest platforms in the world, what they've already been doing. These companies are jumping right into, they're the bottom feeders of whatever the bit like Nvidia. We've been hearing all week about how they've been signing the big contracts with Nvidia, getting that popping off. That's been huge. And how they're already having to divvy out work because the work overload is already insane. They don't know how they're going to do it yet. But hopefully they keep Nvidia in America. And if they do, then that's going to create more jobs, and not only, going into work jobs, but it's going to create a lot of online jobs for a lot of people as well, because there's going to be a lot of tech services that's going to go along with this. So all these smaller companies, you know, no matter where their location is, they are going to create new jobs. Just the same with GWAV, where they're getting a second location. Now they're doing this scrap apps. So that's going to be huge. Alright, let's see what we got going on now. We'll hop back over here. Yeah, so yeah, I'm still waiting for this one to turn a little bit. It's still a little under the weather for me. Yeah. What what made you decide to get into this one, Nash?
MLGO.
Yeah.
Someone that I follow um, on Telegram. He was talking big about it. I didn't research too much about it. Sometimes in this trade, guts and feelings tells you to get on some things. And that day, I think it went up over 100%.
Yeah,
Uh,
it has good pops like
but I
that.
got I got it late. Yeah, I wish I got it when I heard it. When I first heard it, I wish I got in. But when I got in, it was too late already, and didn't know. I didn't even look at the chart or anything. I just jumped in, and it worked out for me so far. It worked
Oh
out for
yeah.
me.
No, you're still good, dude. Actually, I mean, look here. Let me
Yeah.
pull this up. There's a couple on here we don't need because that's for other kind of trades.
Mm.
I can leave that one for reference. Okay. So, what we're looking at here is it did take this hard dip down right here, even though with this spike, it never did come out of the fall. So, and if you look at your RSI, it's mid range, so it's still above line. You know, it's still going to have some
Yeah.
coming up to do even before it pulls back. One of the things we will have to watch is it does say it's a strong sell, which doesn't even make sense to me because it does have potential to continue going up. But again, we like to buy them at that low end on the RSI. And like if
Mm.
I put back, if we go back over to GWAV real quick, this one's a good example right now. So you see how the RSI, it came all the way back down to the lowest point in the RSI. And then where we get
Yep.
this indication that lets us know, okay, we're at the lowest point in the RSI. Well, look at the previous. Think of, well, look right here. This right here, this was, back in last year. So you look, you can see that red line right there. Of course, it looks exactly like this, but look at the growth over time. Doesn't even have to be a long term. Even right there, you're already talking about a 40% in one day pop. But even then, holding on to it, look, I mean, you're talking about overall, yeah, that's a really good growth right there, and that's where it's at again. So we do have that in our favor. And
Wow. And I don't know, for some reason it goes that stock MLGO, for some reason it pops after midday. It had done that the last few days after
oh
midday.
yeah,
For some reason it's been doing that. Mm-hmm.
well, it's definitely got some room to go there. Right here,
Mm-hmm.
this is a falling wedge right here. And now that the falling
Mm-hmm.
wedge has happened, it popped up a little bit after it finally made its way down, popped up a little bit, now it's drawing back. And hopefully it's going to have a hard pop up to that $30 mark, just like we have seen previously, where you're talking about those hard pops, because it does have them. Look right here. Before it even fell
Mm-hmm.
off, it was at $23, come up a little bit,
Yep.
drawed back a little bit, then it popped all the way up to $154 and then dropped off. So, now that we know that it does this, it's not going to be any different here because look at this one. It got all the way down to its low of 358, comes all the way back up to 16. So I definitely understand the interest in the stock. It is very intriguing. So this is definitely one I'm going to keep watching. But like I said again, I'm going to watch the RSI, and Ash, I'll let you know about it too. As soon as it comes
Oh,
back
definitely.
in to compliance, then all you got to do is average out, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we always buy in small first, to make sure we're risk free with candle movement, and then we go in heavy or whatever your limitations are, and what you are
Yep.
willing to trade on, sticking within that 7 to 15% range. But yeah, I like this one. I'm not gonna lie, this one's got my attention. Now it's not popular with others over here. It doesn't look like. Let's look at the financials. I will check on this one later for news because I want to wait till after we get going again, see what the news happens with it. But yeah,
Um,
yeah. See, this one doesn't have much debt. It has a high market cap. It definitely has huge potential. Huge potential. A little bit of news would send this over the moon. I get why it has hard pops like that. So let's go on down here and see what else we got. So, a holding company which engages in development and application of bespoke central processing algorithms. Its services include algorithm optimization, accelerating computing power without the need of hardware upgrades. What? Lightweight data processing and data intelligence. Oh, yeah. And you know what? That already tells you right there. It won't be long, and this will be with the military if they're not already. Headquarters in New York, New York. Yeah. So they definitely have a future. So I definitely think this is a good investment. So yeah,
nice,
for anybody who
nice.
hasn't checked out MLGO, definitely go check that out. We're gonna watch this, see if we're about to get this double bottom, hard double bottom, because that'd be a nice little pop right there. It looks exactly what that's setting up to be, because right here you go, boom, boom. It might set up to be a double bottom. So we're definitely going to keep our eye on this one. Because if we do get that fall off and it comes all the way back down to that red on the RSI, that completely cools it back down for a nice little jump. All right.